hours from the polls opening across the state. Tonight, a major investigation is underway.
Yeah, while the candidates stunt for votes, officials say someone was trying to hack the state's online voter registry. The Georgia Secretary of State's office, headed by Republican gubernatorial candidate Brian Kemp himself, opened an investigation into the Democratic Party of Georgia's possible role in the attack. The Democrats say no, 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 no. Fox 5's Deidre Duke spent the day talking to both sides. Deidre, just hours ago, we learned the GBI is getting involved.
Yeah, the GBI assisting in this investigation that has Democratic leaders crying foul, and Kemp today defending his actions on the campaign trail.
He is yet to provide evidence of any possible hack by the Democratic Party, and the reason is it does not exist.
Georgia Democratic Party Chair DuBose Porter had harsh words for Secretary of State Brian Kemp after Kemp launched an investigation alleging the Georgia Democratic Party tried to hack into the Secretary of State's voter registration files. The investigation comes 2 days before voters will decide between Republican Kemp and Democratic nominee Stacey Abrams.
He's abusing the power of his office in a last-ditch effort 2 days before the election and the day before the election to save his failing campaign.
I'm not worried about how it looks. I'm doing my job. This is how we would handle any investigation when something like this comes up.
Kemp defending his actions during a campaign appearance Monday. The Secretary of State's office issued a press release Sunday morning announcing it had opened a criminal investigation against the Georgia Democratic Party and notified the FBI. Democratic officials produced emails they claim prove it was the Georgia Democratic Party who notified a member of the Secretary of State's cybersecurity panel after an independent party alerted them to a possible vulnerability in the system on Saturday.
In return for being a good citizen and a good Samaritan, the Democratic Party got charged publicly with committing cyber crimes. That is a fundamental abuse of Brian Kemp's power as Secretary of State.
Porter said Kemp is using the tools of his office to make phony claims and distract the public from his failures. Kemp insists his office is handling this like any other incident, dealing with potential cyber crimes.
I can assure you, if I hadn't done anything and the story came out that something was going on, you'd be going, well, why didn't you act?
And today, Porter said Kemp should have resigned his office as Secretary of State once he decided to run for governor to avoid any conflict. At the state capitol, Deidre Dukes, Fox 5 News.
All right, Deidre, thank you. And it's not just Georgia dealing with attempted hacking. According to the Boston Globe, hackers have stepped up their attempts to disrupt tomorrow's midterm elections across the country. The paper cites intelligence documents from the Department of Homeland Security. It says hackers have targeted voter registration databases, election officials, and networks more than 160 times since August. The report says all recent attempts have either been prevented or mitigated. Sine?